After 4 years together, my husband said, "You're not worthy to be my wife, I'll find someone better," and left me. I just laughed. Now his new girlfriend is married to someone else and he begs me to come back, but his texts are read by my new husband. I was with Elliot for a little over 4 years. The first couple years were amazing. We moved in together after 18 months. My parents weren't thrilled, but hey, it's the 21st century. We had the same taste in everything. We both watched the same shows, loved going to local restaurants and could talk for hours about nothing. He surprised me with little things. Coffee was waiting for me on my nightstand when I woke up. Sent me a TikTok that reminded him of me during the workday. Just normal steamy things that made me feel like I'd finally found my man. You know, when he proposed on our 3rd anniversary, I was beyond thrilled. Just a quiet moment at the lake where we had our first date. The ring wasn't too big, which was fine, but it was perfect. I immediately posted it on Instagram. I managed to call my mum, cried a little with joy, and immediately started planning our wedding. Everything was fine at first, but about 6 months into the engagement, something changed. He started making small comments about my appearance, that my dress would look better if I tightened up, or that I should change my hairstyle. Gradually, the criticism began to concern not only my appearance. He said that I needed to be more ambitious, doubted my words in front of my friends, even humiliated my family. Instead of standing up for myself, I began to believe him. I changed my hairstyle, bought clothes, started working and studying more. Now I feel embarrassed to remember how I tried to change for him. When you love, sometimes you don't notice how everything becomes toxic until you drown in it. A couple of months before the wedding, when we were discussing small things like seating arrangements, he suddenly said he wasn't sure I was right for him. His family, he said, thought I was too ordinary, not someone who could be around someone of his caliber. And then he said, "You're not my level. I think I'll find someone better." I didn't make a scene, I just laughed. Not because it was funny, it just made sense. I tried to be better for him, I adjusted, I changed, and he still didn't see the value in me. And you know what? It wasn't me who wasn't good enough. It was him who was too small for me. I calmly said, "You're right. We're not right for each other, but not because I'm not good enough, but because I deserve better." The tears came later, when I was sitting on the floor of my friend Stacey's room. 4 years of relationship don't disappear in one evening. It was painful, but underneath that pain I felt something new, relief. As if I had dropped a burden that I had been carrying for too long. He wrote, he called. At first he was angry, accusing me of being dramatic. Then he begged me to come back, saying that he was just nervous. In the end, he returned to arrogance again. "You will regret it. You will not find anyone better." I stayed with Stacey for 2 weeks, trying to figure out what to do next. The divorce was a huge stress for me, but my friends and parents supported me. They helped with calls, returns, and visitors. Mum was worried about gossip, because in a small town, it is inevitable. The hardest part was going back for things. I came when he wasn't supposed to be there, but he showed up anyway. He either begged me to come back or said I was making a mistake. He also added, "Good luck finding someone your age." Not a word about love, just fear of what people would say. That's when I realized I was doing the right thing. I rented a small apartment on the other side of town. For the first time, I was living alone, and it was incredibly liberating. I could arrange things my way, see what I wanted, and just be myself, without judgment or pressure. The first month was tough. I still found myself thinking about telling him something, and then I remembered we were gone. But over time, I started getting back to myself. I picked up old hobbies, reconnected with friends I distanced myself from for him. 6 weeks later, I found out that Elliot was telling everyone that I'd had a breakdown, and that's why it all ended. Classic, rewriting history to save face. I didn't answer. 3 months have passed since then. I'm doing better than I expected. A cozy apartment has become a home. Things are going well at work. It turns out I'm ambitious when I'm not criticized. I even started dating a little, just to remind myself that worthy men exist. Sometimes I feel sad. After all, we've been together for 4 years. But I remember how he said I was unworthy, and I understand that I left in time. I'm 29, I'm alone, I'm starting over, and to my surprise, I feel good.